But the calm after the storm, isn't it, almost, here on the Istora Senayan. And well, women's doubles is what's next, and more opportunity for the crowd to have some celebrations, because it's Greysia, POLII and Nitya, Krishinda, MAHESWARI in action against Amelia, Alicia, ANSCELLY and SOONG. Chance for us to all catch our breath. Women's doubles then is the category. It's the Asian Games champions against the Southeast Asian champions. And this is the draw. You can see already through after a very tight first set. Fukuman and Yanao of Japan coming through against Shwaraguda and Ashwini Ponapa. But it's at the other side, as you can see, Ouyang and Wang Xieli and Tianqing Zhao Yunlei. What a match that's going to be on court 2 later. That's who the winner of this match will meet. Just 9 World Championship titles between them, those Chinese players. It's not bad, is it? Well, the volume gets raised up again, doesn't it? MAHESWARI and POLII. And here they are. Up against a Malaysian duo who took a massive scalp yesterday, didn't they? Knocking out the world #1s, but Greysia, POLII, of course, such a popular player alongside Nitya, Krishinda, MAHESWARI. They're up to 5 in the world. They're ranked 7 here this week. Won Indonesia's first gold in the women's doubles in the Asian Games in 36 years. They'll be the favourites here, but I'm sure you're aware nothing is taken for granted right now. Never met before, so we've got no track record to speak of in terms of who they're playing, but what we do know is it's been a great achievement already by these two, Amelia, Alicia and ANSCELLY. As you can see, they're seeded 24 in the world. They've been together now for the last, well, this is their 3rd World Championships, but this, of course, is the first time in the quarterfinals. In fact, it's the first time a Malaysian women's doubles pair have been in the quarterfinals of the World Championships in 9 years. Amelia is 27, Phi Cho is at 26. Crashed out in a lot of the first rounds this year, all England, Singapore, Australia, Asian Badminton Championships. But they won the Indian Open Grand Prix gold event in January. Then they won the Southeast Asian Games. Then they weren't entered by mistake at the Open Chinese Taipei, so they got a little bit of extra preparation, and that's what they've done so far this week. And what a win against the world #1 pair yesterday, as you can see, in 58 minutes. Came and won that final set 21-14. Beat the #16 seeds as well in round 2 there, the Stoeva sisters. So every reason why they should be absolutely high on confidence and feeling they've got an opportunity here against this Indonesian pair, albeit a very, very capable pair from the home country. Got a bye in the first round, and they've had some marathon matches. This is their record from this year. And
ready to pray.
They've done pretty well when you consider that the fact that they've won their last event, the Open Chinese Taipei, and they reached the final here at the Indonesia Open before that. So they're also in very nice form indeed. Justine, it's always hard to follow as we look at MAHESWARI and POLII also having some marathon matches here this week. Hard to follow a match like that, but this is going to be another tight one, you feel, don't you?
Yeah, I think so. I think POLII and MAHESWARI must feel that they have a big opportunity for a medal compared to the results over the last like 2-3 months. But it's the Malaysian pair who sort of made the biggest impact on this women's doubles tournament by beating the #1 seeds, Matsutomo and Takahashi from Japan. And I happened to see the first match of the tournament for POLII and MAHESWARI, and they were in quite some trouble against another pair from Malaysia, which is not considered to be as strong as ANSCELLY and SOONG.
Yeah, that was against Lin Yinlu and Meng Yanli.
POLII, level, play.
So, women's doubles quarterfinals. There's some nerves. There's bound to be some nerves, especially at the start of the match here. ANSCELLY with a tight shot there. Gift in the end of what was a pretty long rally.
Yeah. Clever smash, clever high smash from POLII. The thing is that would it have gone long had the Malaysian girl left it? Very hard to return with a sort of underhand defense. Need to raise your racket a bit so you can play flat on it.
Yeah, I think we were alongside each other for the match against the other Malaysian pair the other day, Steve.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's fair to say MAHESWARI showed some nerves, didn't she? And
yeah.
It's important for the two here, and they've got off to a decent start, haven't they? Very early to give it the big call, but they've got off to a decent start. She seems to be settled into the match a bit quicker this time.
Yeah, it's about finding the right strategy, finding the lines, controlling the drift. I haven't seen Malaysians play a whole lot, I have to admit. Haven't really progressed that long in any of the Super Series tournaments, but the Indonesians, I have a pretty clear picture of how they play and what kind of roles they have each other, and we'll see POLII as the more creative player, the ones who likes to be at the net, playing the clever shots, whereas MAHESWARI, the stronger smasher of the two, but not so creative on the front court. So of course that should the Malaysians try to exploit. POLII, not the hardest of smashes, but a very quick mover. Too short lift there from ANSCELLY. And punished immediately by Nitya, Krishinda, MAHESWARI.
A little almost time for MAHESWARI, who, like these girls, has won gold herself in the Southeast Asian Games alongside Anika Augustin, her former partner.
Very well played by the Indonesians. Switching the positions around. POLII Greysia coming towards the net, and MAHESWARI here firing away. Look how close they are to each other. So they are simply overcovering that middle area of the court. And they attack.
Well, they've had one match that lasted an hour and 23 minutes, one that's been an hour and 7 minutes, POLII and MAHESWARI. I suppose they wouldn't mind another one that lasts over an hour if they come through. But it, at the moment, doesn't have that look about it, does it?
No.
But really, after what we saw in the last match, we really shouldn't be predicting, should we?
No, we shouldn't. But a bad start to the match for the Malaysians. They are playing up against the wind. They should step forward and play mostly drop shots and double shots to MAHESWARI, whereas they can lift pretty safely to POLII. Not at the net, that's lethal. So it's a new experience for this pair to sort of be playing World Championships quarterfinal. ANSCELLY and SOONG.
Well, after their win yesterday, they said they want to go out with the same attitude, go and try and enjoy the game. But you don't enjoy it.
Everybody says that.
You don't enjoy it when you're 10-5 down, do you?
And everybody says that. So we're going to go out and enjoy it. There's no one saying, hey, I'm going to go out there tomorrow. I'm going to be nervous like, you know what. And it's probably not going to be as easy as it was today and so on. It's exactly like people asking people what their goal is at the Olympics. Everybody's going for gold at the Olympics, or at least a medal.
Sure.
It's just, what do you have to back it up?
Well, they could back it up and say we just beat the #1 seeds.
Exactly.
But nervous. They look nervous. Whereas MAHESWARI and POLII have looked very different to how they did the other day. In the other matches they played, they look a little more free-flowing, don't they? Difficult to know how much that's helped by the nerves of the opposition or down to their own game.
Yeah, they've been able to sort of stamp their own game on this match. Been able to control most of the rallies. Here with coach Eng Hyang. Excellent men's doubles player himself.
Caught 120 seconds.
Wong PT and Chinny Hui, Malaysian coaches.
Who, funnily enough, I mentioned it's 9 years since a women's doubles pair reached the quarterfinals. They were the ones.
Yeah.
Play.
Madrid 2007. Does that seem like yesterday, Sting?
I don't think there was any Madrid 2007 actually. I think it was either 6 or Kuala Lumpur or 7. Maybe it was in Malaysia in 7.
Service over. 7-11.
I tried to forget that tournament. It wasn't really good for Denmark.
Fair enough. Well, there are some Malaysian supporters amongst the many thousands of Indonesian fans.
That's a great rally.
Terrific stuff. Great point for the Malaysians.
Fantastic rally.
8-11.
That's one of the things with the Malaysian side. It's okay that they play the defense, but they cannot play sort of defensive defense. They have to challenge for counter-attack. But what a beautiful shot there from MAHESWARI. Just stayed inside in this forehand corner. Quite difficult due to the drift here in Storesen iron.
Well, we're seeing some good badminton now, aren't we?
And good courage by SOONG
Service over.
at the net.
9-12.
So the Malaysians have come out a bit better here after the interval. They needed to as well.
And you can understand nerves, can't you?
Sorry, I didn't get.
You can understand the nerves.
Yeah, exactly, exactly. Another good
10-12.
action by SOONG. Very good variation in the attack suddenly.
Yeah, different match now, isn't it? What a rally this is as well. And a winner at the end from MAHESWARI, but there's a challenge here from the Malaysians. But whatever, it's a completely, the whole match has changed, hasn't it, in its nature?
Yeah. POLII is advocating that it touched the Malaysian player, but
let's have a look at the replay here. We'll wait for
it hasn't been called anyway, so it's about the challenge.
Well, look at us. As we're watching this replay, Hawkeye's getting ready to show us it's a result, and it's a. So the crowd got to cheer the point twice.
Yeah.
Service over. 13-10.
I thought the Malaysians worked a little bit too hard in that rally, trying to sort of
Amelia.
penetrate the defense of POLII and MAHESWARI, and if they're going to continue that, they're going to use an awful lot of power. Or energy, sorry. Yeah, both power and energy would be needed, but they might try and see if they get through, and if not, then sort of let the Indonesians attack a little bit. I certainly don't think that it's a good idea to attack against a women's double who's standing with no pressure in their defensive position. It's way too hard to kill it. It's okay that you try a couple of times, because if you're successful, you're probably going to win the match. But defense in women's doubles relatively better than in the men's doubles, because the smash power that they're up against is not as big as in men's.
Well, just as the Malaysians started to edge a little closer, back away go POLII and MAHESWARI here.
That's better. Good interception by MAHESWARI.
Well, they always say, don't they, when you're going through an important championship, important tournament, you want to get better as you go along, don't you?
Yeah.
And there certainly seems like POLII and MAHESWARI have gone up a little level here today so far.
Yeah. They had a great run at Indonesia Open, and I think that really gave them confidence. Reached the final.
Yeah, and obviously won the tournament after that.
And this is wide open, this World Championship Women's Doubles tournament. After today, only one Chinese pair is going to be left in the tournament, as Wang Shaoli and Yu Yang is playing Chen Chen and Zhao Yonglei. Excellent.
Well, and the winner of that match meets this one here.
And this is what I mean, that the Malaysians are too defensive in their defense. They don't change anything around, and eventually the Indonesians will prevail. Yeah, actually trying to break the rhythm here, but is told to play on by the umpire. And we see that she's a little bit inexperienced, because more experienced players, they would have found some sweat on the court to
Service over.
get wiped up,
17.
ask the shuttle to be changed or something like that.
Oh, brilliant.
Service over.
So what the difference is, as far as I'm concerned, as well, from the Indonesians to when we last saw them, is POLII's more involved and MAHESWARI's making less mistakes.
Yeah, and they are relatively stronger in attack. The Indonesians are stronger in attack compared to the Malaysians, or perhaps you should say that the defense of the Indonesians are better than the Malaysians.
Oh, that's a challenge.
Yeah.
MAHESWARI thought she found the line.
Call in.
The line judge had a really good view of it down the line, I have to say. Gave it out. Replay suggests he got it wrong, but we shall see. That's what my eyes saw. Looked in. What does Hawkeye say? They wait, we wait. Here we go. It's in. The challenge was good.
Play.
Did you see the Lindan challenge yesterday?
Yeah. I was calling that match.
When does a successful challenge become an unsuccessful one?
That was one of the funniest situations that I've seen. All four involved in that situation got it wrong.
Game point 11.
Well, this is impressive, isn't it? From the Asian game champion. There's been some resistance and some decent badminton play by SOONG and Shidi in this opening game, but they faced 9 game points against them.
First game won by Nitya, Krishinda, MAHESWARI, Greysia, POLII, 21-11.
21-11. Emphatic scoreline. Well played. Malaysians could do with the Indonesians feeling a little complacent, maybe dropping their level a little bit if they're to find a way in.
Yeah, I think they actually those two rallies at 10-12 where they sort of kept attacking and they got nowhere. I think that was one of the key moments in this game here. Sort of disturbed the Malaysians. Not really sure how are they going to score against these two brilliant Indonesian players.
Yeah, these two reunited after the Olympics. Of course, that ended in controversy for POLII. They were partners 2009, 2010, had limited success then. Played together at the Uber Cup, and after that, POLII paired up with Emiliana Johari. But they came back together at the 2013 Sudamin Cup, and it's been a pretty fruitful partnership, which at the moment looks like it could be a medal-winning one as far as the World Championships are concerned.
Yeah. And I think they've benefited a lot from the comeback of Eng Hian to Indonesian badminton, who was coaching Singapore for a number of years, but was lured back by, I think, Rexy Monarchy and the Indonesian team management. There was a big revamp of the whole Indonesian coaching team after the Olympics. Terrible Olympics for Indonesia, no medal for the first time ever.
Because you're a big believer in these things aren't coincidences.
They are definitely not coincidences.
Nice rally to start the second game, isn't it?
Yeah, and that's the speciality of POLII Greysia. The front court play is her key competence.
One in front.
The umpires talking to MAHESWARI. You see the Malaysians there attacking 4, 5, 6 shots, getting nowhere, lifting, and the Indonesian score on the first shot afterward. That's the easy points you want to get in women's doubles. But then again, what should they do? Because they've been having trouble in defense as well, and in my opinion, it's still because that they're standing too far back on the court, too content to lift high, not putting any pressure on the two Indonesian girls on the back court. It's a little bit tougher on this side of the court because the drift tends to carry the lifts long. Look at that, very, very high. All the time in the world to figure out where she wants to hit it. And that's just not the way to play against MAHESWARI. She's so powerful in her smashes.
Well, they won the final 4 points of the first game. They won the first 4 points of the second game. The foundation is there for victory, despite SOONG and ANSCELLY getting off the mark as far as the second game is concerned. They look a little lost at the moment, the Malaysians.
Yeah. And it's understandable because they can't really score. They can't score in the attack. They can't hold the Indonesians in the defense.
Never a good combination.
No. And that means that you're probably going to lose unless you come up with something else.
She was scrambling there.
Yeah, and another situation excellently executed by the Indonesians. Very good defense, sets up the counter-attacking possibility, and a very easy point again.
Service over. 2-6.
Well, every point gratefully received right now for Amelia and Ficho here.
Yeah, but the most important thing is that they get a new idea on how to score. That there will be success in some other area than the attack that they've tried over and over again, which is not working for them. I like that defensive shot from SOONG there. The flat defense instead of the high defense.
Service over. 7-3. Service over. 4-7.
Well played. This time it was the other way around.
5-7.
This time it was the Malaysians sort of counter-attacking due to a good defensive shot.
MAHESWARI is having a fine match, isn't she?
Yeah, they're playing with confidence, POLII and MAHESWARI.
Behind us, but she can't, if she did give a call, you wouldn't hear it in here.
Service over.
They're still within striking distance, the Malaysians. I just can't help feeling that if needed, the Indonesians can kick it up a gear.
At least they're sticking in at the moment. It is hard, isn't it, to see a real twist and a real sting in the tail here in this match.
Nine, play.
great anticipation as to when my partner smashes at a certain position, where's the most likely return going to be from the Malaysians.
Service over. 7-10.
Good pressure on the serve of POLII Greysia here. Not always as steady as you would want it to be.
Service over. 11-7 interval.
So it's a very healthy interval lead, isn't it, for MAHESWARI and POLII, and tough to see them getting themselves out of this hole. The Malaysian pair of ANSCELLY and SOONG.
It is, Richard, but we should have learned from the previous match, because this was exactly the same situation Tai Tzu-Ying was in.
However, Tai Tzu-Ying had never been beyond the quarterfinals or World Championships. She's 21 years of age. Greysia, POLII, it's a different kind of player that we're dealing with, isn't it?
20 seconds.
Obviously alongside MAHESWARI.
But I don't think they've medalled at a World Championships either.
No, they have won Asian Games gold, though. She has, obviously, Greysia.
Yeah.
I know, I think you're right, actually.
But I don't think we're going to see the same kind of meltdown. I think they're more
11-7.
experienced in these kind of situations. I simply could not imagine that. But let's see what kind of pressure the Malaysians can apply, because it's also been a bit up to them.
They've done brilliantly well, making the quarterfinals, haven't they? ANSCELLY and SOONG, and it's hard, isn't it, to follow up the brilliance of beating the #1 seeds, the high of that.
Yeah, and I have a difficult time imagining how did they actually do that.
Well, they were playing better than they are now, obviously.
Obviously.
It's like another example is, you know, when I mean, these aren't players that have consistently produced results against these caliber of players all the time. It's like a golfer who shoots 63 one day, to follow it up the next day with another good round isn't easy.
Yeah, that's a good picture.
She's missed a couple of those MAHESWARI. She hasn't done a lot else wrong.
And both the Indonesian girls have been moving really quick today.
Just misses the line from ANSCELLY.
Frustrating. 15.
It's a very big 7-point golf right now. Another one worldwide.
16-8.
Shot from MAHESWARI.
Well, they can kind of enjoy it now, can't they?
Yeah.
I know we shouldn't say that after the last match, but
no, but
they can. I mean, that's a glorious shot.
Thank you.
another point closer to a place in the semi-finals.
13-8.
And this is some of the things that I feel that Ahyun might have brought. These great variations that we see. We see them working really, really hard, doing what they should do, applying pressure, and then suddenly there's one little, very, very efficient variation in their game.
Incredible the way it's gone from 10-7 to this point here. 8 of the last 9 points won by the Indonesian pair. This is a good rally, isn't it? Oh, what a pity.
Service over.
For it to end like that.
18.
They want to put up a bit of fight here at the end, won't they?
Yeah, but I don't think they stand a chance. I mean, the strategy of the Indonesians are totally in place. The roles are decided.
Greysia, POLII and Nitya, Krishinda, MAHESWARI, whoever they face next, it's going to be a tough proposition. One of the Chinese pair.
Service over. 19-10.
And could we have a women's doubles champion that is not from China? I think actually this year there is a chance.
Well, as you said, there's only going to be one pair in the semi-finals. You'd still make them favourites, but
we've been seeing them playing all other combinations, and I actually don't think it's the best pairings that are here at this World Championships. It's the old pairings, but I think they have some newer ones that are more efficient. We'll have a look at that tomorrow, perhaps.
20, match point 10.
well, they'd obviously had enough of the marathon matches they had in the last 2 rounds, because this has been far more straightforward for POLII and MAHESWARI. The giant killers of yesterday have been swept aside here.
Service over. 11-20.
Well, 10 match points, one of them's gone. It's another Indonesian medal in Jakarta. Greysia, POLII and Nitya, Krishinda, MAHESWARI sweep into the semi-finals of the women's doubles. That was a command performance.
Excellent match by the 2 Indonesian girls, and I'm really looking forward to see their semi-final against one of the 2 Chinese pairs. Which one it will be will be decided later today.
Yeah, Ouyang Alicia and Tianqing Zhao Yunlei are on court 2 later.
Good.
But
Together.
21-11, 21-11.
Match
That's
won by Nitya,
one side as it usually gets in a World Championship quarter-final.
MAHESWARI and Greysia, POLII. 21-11, 21-11.
MAHESWARI dan Greysia POLII di total nanti jam 16
Olympic medal winners, and well, they've already got Asian Games gold. How they love that colour here. The story this week. We shall see. Steen says it's going to be a cracking semi-final, whoever they play. And you know, and I say this with respect to the Malaysian pair, but you know it will be a far tougher and trickier proposition for them in that last format. But for now, they can savour the victory. 21-11, 21-11.
So Indonesian success so far today on court number 1. Next up we've got Lee Chong Wei of Malaysia, the 3-time beaten finalist at the World Championships, former world number 1 of course, up against Hu Yun. Then we've got men's doubles for 2 matches running, 3 matches running of men's doubles. We've got the All England champions from 2 years ago against the World Championship silver medalists and bronze medalists for the last 2 years, the Danes. The world champions from 2013, Muhammad Hassan and Hendra Setiawan. Can they keep that run of Indonesian success going? So Lee Chong Wei against Hu Yun of Hong Kong. Of course, Lee Chong Wei not seeded this year at the World Championships. This is the men's singles draw, and we're now concentrating on the bottom half. Top half has been decided. What a thrilling match it was with the defending champion against Victor Axelsen. Look at that, 30-29 in the second game. Kento Momota, well, he was outstanding, I thought, in our first match of the day. And of course, we're gradually moving down the draw. So Lee Chong Wei against Hu Yun. Of course, quarter-final stage. 2 Chinese players, 2 Danish players, and 2 Hong Kong players. One of the Danes has gone, and one of the Hong Kong players has gone. But here comes the former world number 1, Lee Chong Wei of Malaysia. "32 years of age now, against a man who's 33. He'll turn 34 later this month. So 2 vastly experienced players for this men's singles quarter-final. Hu Yun, of course, the number 13 seed, and despite the fact...
Yeah, good luck.